What is up, guys? It's Bachman here again, and we are back with another part of the mini race quad build. You can see a little bit has been done to it since I last made a video, and slowly getting more and more done every day. I'm hoping to have this done within the next week and a half, minus a seat cover. I probably won't get a seat cover for a little bit until the seat is messed up a lot worse. For now, that's the only part that I'm basically not replacing. So I will get you guys off the tripod and show you around it a little bit more. Okay, so from the last video, I only had the tie rods sitting here. I have since repainted the spindles that were hanging up in the last video, cleaned up the brakes and everything, painted the hubs black. Everything went back together really nice. I had to fix these brake cables. They were separated at the metal part where that's crimped. So I'd cut the conduit that was around the cable and slid them over on each one. So that should do for now until I have to order new cables. Hopefully I can get a good year out of it or so before I have to do that. Next, I straightened out these tabs the best I possibly could. They're not perfect, but it should work. Whenever I do get a bumper, I might have to bend the one tab slightly, but it should still look level. For the most part. There's a small crack in it, but I'm not going to worry about that. It's just the front bumper, and it's only one tab, so it shouldn't be too bad. And I put the plastics mounting bracket back on, put hardware and everything on that. The plastics are done for the most part. They're not great looking, but like I said, they're like the back ones. They're not going to be perfect, but they will do. So I got the hubs and everything back on. I made this little piece of stainless to tie this in together. You can see the grinder marks underneath that paint. There was like a weld around the top of the tubing that goes to the stem, and the bracket that I made for a little bit of a rise, like a 1/2 inch rise, would not fit on this flat, so I ground that down and then painted it black. There's the neutral light. I had to cut the zip ties off the wiring to make everything fit, so I'll just have to re-zip tie it back up again whenever I do the rest of it. Other than that, I haven't done anything to the quad itself. I've just been working on other things, such as the back tires. Yes, there's overspray on the sides there. It's currently drying. I primed them after installing the tires, and then I put a coat of black on it, and the black kind of orange peeled due to some of the oil and stuff that I had to use to get the tires to seat. So I wiped it down the best I could, gave it another coat of black, and it still did it. So what I did was threw some undercoat over top of the black, which I was planning on undercoating them in the first place, especially considering I'm just going to do black wheels. So from a distance, it won't even look undercoated. It'll kind of look like the powder coat, which we have powder coated parts. We got the engine covers, the head covers, there's 3 little ones, the handlebar bracket, and those 2 other parts are painted. The rest of the parts are painted and ready, like you've seen in the other videos. New valve stems, obviously. 2 are sitting here for the front rims, which the rims are sitting over there. Then the rest of the old hardware here, I'm going to replace the majority of that. Front rims, and literally just about 5 minutes ago we got the front tires. In case I have not mentioned the tires in any of the last videos, these are Kenda Pathfinders, K530s, I believe, K530 Pathfinders. They have a decent lug on them for this size of 4-wheeler. These in the front are 18.77s, and then the back ones are 16.87s. I wanted to run a smaller tire in the rear than in the front, make it look racy, but at the same time, you cannot find the stock size of a 17.77 anywhere other than in the original tire, which was a Dunlop. And without it being a Dunlop, which is $180 something a tire, which is ridiculous, I got these for $45 a piece, roughly. No, a little less than that. All 4 tires came out to $145.22. So do the math. I'm not good at math on the fly. So far we've chalked that up. I just filled in the air filter. I have not ordered it yet. I will be ordering it soon, but that's going to be $14.95. Paint, we're up to $16.41. I have not purchased hardware, but it has been written down. I bought the valves for the head. That was the only thing that it needed, and it also needed the keepers. Keepers kind of looked a little iffy, so they came with keepers. It was $15.63, and then the carb kit was $14. Carburetor is finished hanging here. It was just from when I sprayed it with clear coat, so the oxidization would not come back to the aluminum. It's all cleaned up. The choke cap is on there. That was what was that? Somewhere in there. Choke cover, 517. So, and then the carb cap was painted, and there's a new gasket in between there. I don't know if you can see it or not. And the cable was lubricated from hanging up there, so everything should be good with that, and we're just gonna have to adjust whatever screws at whatever timing whenever it's completely rebuilt. Motor still has not been touched yet. Hoping to do that Sunday. Hopefully we'll get it ripped down and cleaned, and then at least get the bottom end back together after everything's lubricated, and then I will work on the top end probably in the middle of next week, probably next Wednesday. Today is Tuesday, so a little less than a week. Sorry, a little more than a week. But other than that, everything else, these are, like you can see, I cut these out with the hole saw, so you see the trim on the edge of them. Those have to be filed down and everything, and then they're going to be like polished. Those are going to be washers for the airbox because of the type of screws that I'm using. And then these are going to be tapped. These are going to be the little mounting brackets behind here. These two are for the top ones because they're a little longer, because I had to cut the front end. So these bit of a shorter one will be at the bottom here. So, but I still haven't figured those out, and they're going to need either filed down or ground down a little bit. But yeah, there's the piece that you can see that I cut those little things out of. There's 5 holes there because I accidentally lost one. But yeah, I'm going to get these tires mounted, and then hopefully get this video posted. And then the next video, you should see it in a rolling chassis. Everything together except for handlebars. I don't have the money for the handlebars yet. I'm going to have to use CRF 50F pit bike bars from the Pro Taper kit. So, and then little odds and ends like grips. I ordered a valve stem for the cap. I'm not going to replace this cap. It's actually in really good shape. I just cleaned it up. There was some gunk on the top of it, but it looks good now. So I ordered a valve stem, which has a gold top, but I'm going to get the stickers again, which have the yellow. So the gold is the closest to the yellow, and in the picture it doesn't really look gold, so it should look good. And then I'm thinking about putting yellow handguards on it, but I'm not sure. Leave a comment in the bottom, and underneath the description and everything, as to whether I should put yellow handguards, black handguards, or no handguards. So, because there's going to be quite a bit of black on here, but there's also going to be a little bit of yellow. Like the grips are going to be yellow, the valve stem's going to be yellow, the Pro Taper bar pad's going to be yellow, and then, but like the number plates are going to be black. I was thinking about putting those in yellow, kind of like a blaster. If that's what it's going to that's about the surface it's going to have on the fender back here, except those are going to be black, and then it's going to have white numbers. So I'm not sure if I want to do black and white numbers or yellow with black numbers. Or yellow with white numbers would even look good too, because the original Moto 4 sticker was blue, white, and yellow, I believe. So, but that should be it for this one, guys. I will definitely upload this, and I will show you what it looks like in a roller. And then hopefully we can have the motor slapped in it, and then I can get a set of handlebars, number plates, numbers. And yeah, this thing should be getting together pretty soon here. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.